Hey, deserving listeners, Love is Blind, Season 8. Let's watch.
How are you feeling about last night? Like the TikTok
and stuff. Honestly, it's inevitable. Like, people are gonna talk about the people they know on the show and things like that. I'm just like confused as to why it's such a big deal for her.
All right, so they're revisiting the TikTok claim, which I think they were saying that the video did not specifically name him, but he said it's undoubtedly about me. And it kind of looks like they haven't talked more about it. I don't know. But he says it's inevitable because if you're going to be on a reality TV show, something like this is going to happen. I don't know if it's inevitable. It's certainly not uncommon for people to make false claims, for sure. But then he says, I'm just confused as to why it's such a big deal for her. Yeah. I have Stacy actually said, did you look up the video? I'm going to actually see if we can find the video, actually. All right, so I don't know if this is the video. I just did a Google search, actually. I didn't even search on TikTok specifically, and it came up with this. I watched the first 10 seconds, and it looks like this might be the video. It was posted, as you can see on your screen, March 1, 2024, which does make sense given the typical timeline of shooting of the show, that they will film the show and then a year later it will be aired. I was wondering if this show was filmed in the latter part of 2023, because there was all this talk about Christmas and Christmas trees and even some logistics about like how many Christmas trees are we going to have. But it looks like they were planning a year in advance, which is fine. But so this is from a TikTok channel called Hope You Find Your Dad. Hope You Find Your Dad. All right, so let's watch this.
Me some of the photos of the cast of the new season of Love is Blind that they're filming here in Minneapolis. And like, I knew when I heard that they were filming here, in my stomach, that I would recognize some of the names on that list. And I would have some information on those boys. Because you know what? Minneapolis is a big city, small town sort of vibe where everyone knows each other. And the dating pool here is very, very small. So if you've messed up, someone's going to know about it. And I'm not sure how much I can say about it, but I am going to say that I'm just exhausted and tired of society rewarding shitty men who...
Yeah, this looks like the video because the bits that I remember hearing when they were watching it on the show was exactly this. I remember this exact sentence. I can't know for sure, but this sounds like it's the video. So she just got done saying that it's like a big town, but it also like a small town because you tend to run into the same people, particularly if you're in a particular subgroup, the single dating group of people in Minneapolis. People will say the same thing about Seattle, and my understanding is that Minneapolis and Seattle are similar in a lot of ways. When I go to Minneapolis, it definitely doesn't feel like Seattle because I'm just so familiar with Seattle, but it is of the various different towns and cities around the United States, it does very much feel similar in a way. Anyway, it gets way colder there in Minneapolis. But anyway, so, okay. And then she says that she knew for sure, or she was highly suspecting that she would know more than one of the guys. Okay.
treat women terribly and manipulate and lie all the time. They are horrible people, and they will do anything to get what they want and to...
Okay, actually, I want to rewind that because I forget what she said at the beginning of that clause.
I'm going to know about it. And I'm not sure how much I can say about it, but I am going to say that I'm just exhausted and tired of society rewarding shitty men who treat women terribly and manipulate and lie all the time.
So she says she's tired of society rewarding shitty men who treat women terribly and manipulate and lie all the time. She has her own experiences, and I don't have any reason to disbelieve her, of course. I'm going to assume that she has been mistreated, but we can't know, right? Definitely, I've seen this clinically, but personally, I've certainly seen it, well, even in myself, and I've certainly seen it online, where when we are going through a breakup or even multiple breakups, that it's tempting to draw conclusions about the other people and to diagnose them from afar, to not take personal responsibility, or to believe in certain narratives that are bandied about online about malignant narcissism or something. So I have no idea what she's gone through. If she's been mistreated and lied to and manipulated, abused, then I would never discount that, of course. But yeah, we'll see what goes on in this video.
They are horrible people, and they will do anything to get what they want and to get attention. And I get that that is like the whole point of reality television, and that's the reason that they're on that show, right? To make good entertainment. But maybe we.
Yeah, I don't think that is necessarily true. It's a claim, and it's certainly not an uncommon claim. And we have to understand that reality television is a broad category. There's a lot of different shows and different motivations for going on one show versus another. There's also a wide variety, in my observation, of people on even one particular show. You can have a reality show like 90 Day Fiancé and see a wide variety of behavior, a bell curve, if you will. Now, is it uncommon to claim, even myself will claim, that reality television and what makes a show successful or not has to do with drama and possibly harm for everyone, not only the people interacting with the reality TV star, but also exploitation of the reality TV star themselves. The cast can be exploited. Anyway, from the looks of it, when Ben and Sarah were reacting to the TikTok, it was pretty general and there wasn't anything specifically said. So maybe we're just going to watch someone saying something and we don't know where it's coming from. It could be coming from a place that we would absolutely stand behind, and it could be coming from a more nuanced point of view. I don't know.
Who have harmed people in their past. And I know this is a vast overreaction, and unfortunately, probably for legal reasons, I shouldn't say.
Okay, she said, I know this is a vast overreaction. I wonder why she would have said that. I don't know. Or, what would she mean by that in this context? If I was to take a guess, if we go with Ben's claim that their relationship was 4 years ago, so it could be a lot of things. It could just be something that she just randomly said and doesn't really mean it. But she could be saying it like, yeah, it was a long time ago, but I've seen this happen so many times where men have been treating people badly and they don't seem to have their just dessert. They seem to just get away with abusing and harming and manipulating people. Yeah, it certainly can happen. And she's saying to herself, I know it's a vast overreaction, given that was a long time ago, but it's just what's coming up for me now. Or, is that what she's saying? Okay, so just me chiming in here for a second. I actually went down a mini rabbit hole regarding her posts on TikTok and reacting to them and wondering what this is all about and digesting a lot of what she is presenting. And typically when I'm making videos that are not reacting to the TV show, I will make it for members because I want to reward members for signing up. So the rest of this episode, where I spend, half an hour or more actually going over these videos, is going to be for members. So if you want to see the rest of this, then become a member of this YouTube channel. Otherwise, please take care of yourself because you deserve it. You really, really do.